Let us understand the 11th and 12th journal program. Our 11th journal program is on cookies. It says write a PHP program to store current date time in a cookie and display the last visited on date time on the web page upon reopening of the same page. So we have to create a cookie here and perform these tasks. So now let us understand what is a cookie. A cookie is said to be a global variable, which is going to be always residing on the user's computer. It has nothing to do with the server. So this you must have seen sometimes when you try to access particular websites, it displays a message that we store cookies. So what is this cookie doing? It is trying to understand the user activity. So remember, cookie is a global variable which resides on user's computer. So now we have written a PHP script here. Remember to save these program number 9, program number 13, 11th and 12th in your WAMP server in the www folder. So now here we have declared a variable item. So in this variable we have written here, we are trying to store the lifespan of the cookie, that is how far the cookie has to be active. So the cookie has to be active for this 60 stands for seconds, this is for minutes, this is for hours. A day is having 24 hours and this is for the days, plus time. Time is the function to get the current time. So we are telling that cookie has to be active for this particular period. Then we have a function called as set cookie. So this function is going to basically help us to create a cookie. So without this, the cookie function will not work. The cookie program will not work. So this inside a set cookie, we have the first variable, that is the name of the cookie. The cookie name here is last underscore visit. You can give any other name of your choice. Then you have to specify this name in quotes. So the name of a cookie is last underscore visit, comma, date. So this date is a function. Now inside this, you can see here we have GIMDY, that is to specify. It is mentioned here in the comments that G stands for 24-hour format, then I represents the minutes, M represents the month, D represents the day, and Y represents the year. So this is the date. Then we are passing the last parameter, that is the item that we have declared, that is how far the cookie has to be alive. Then here we have a if condition. So we know the is set function now. The is set function is basically going to check if a cookie exists or not. So dollar underscore cookie is a global variable. So it is acting like here an associative array. Inside this we have passed our cookie name. So if this cookie exists, yes, it exists because we have already created here with set cookie. So if it exists, what we have to do is inside a variable called dollar visit, we have to store this cookie. Now what is happening here is, once it is stored in this particular dollar visit, we will just be displaying it with the help of this echo statement. That is, when was the last time the user visited a particular page? What is the date and time the user visited a particular page? So that information is stored here in this particular variable. So that is just appended to this echo statement and is getting displayed. If at all we had not created this, it would go in the else part and it would say you have some stale cookies. Now let us execute this program and check. So since I have already visited this cookie today, it is giving me your last visit was at this time, that is at 8:16, and the date is given specified here 23/4 at in the year 2020. So if I refresh this, the time is getting changed again. So this is about the cookie program. So the last visit here is just the date and the active time that the cookie is. Now let us see the 12th journal program. Our 12th journal program is write a PHP program to store the page views count in session, to increment the count on each refresh, and to show the count on web page. That is, every time a user visits a web page, that is recorded as a session. Every time you refresh a web page, that means a new session is started. So we have to count that and just display it to the user. A session is also again a global variable, but this resides on the server side. It does not reside on the user's computer. So here we have the PHP script. Session underscore start is nothing but indicating that we are starting a cookie. Sorry, we are starting a session, not a cookie, and we are creating a session. So without this session underscore start, you cannot execute the program. Then again we have the isEt function to check if a session is existing. So inside the session we have views, that is to keep record of how many times a user has visited the page. So since our session is existing, this if condition executes. So we are just adding every time a page is visited, every time a session is started, we are incrementing the views because the page is getting viewed those many number of times. Suppose you viewed the page first time, so your count will be 1, and you refresh it again, then it gets incremented by 1. So here in the echo statement, we are just displaying the views, how many times a particular page has been active, how many times a particular page has been viewed. So this dot operator is acts as a concatenation operator here. Let us see the execution. Program 12. So this is the first time I'm visiting this page. So this is the first session. Now so it is getting displayed as 1. So this is getting executed. The moment I refresh this, it is like a new session has started and a new page, this page has been opened a second time. So this session has been added, refreshed, that is, it is one more view has been added. So this if condition is executing. Again I refresh, it becomes +1. So this is about the cookies and session programs.